We have to go to a party tonight.
What?
Nobody knows that we are fun.
I want to talk, so this is your first feature and it's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm crazy about it.
Thank you.
What do you want this to say about yourself and your work moving forward?
Well, I aim to make movies that uplift and delight and sort of contextualize the human experience and draw us closer to one another. And I think we can do that in several different ways. But this is the type of movie that made me fall in love with movies, made me want to make movies. You know, when I watched The Breakfast Club, I was like, okay, I understand now that we can tell stories that make us completely shift our perspective on ourselves and others, and we can have fun while doing it. I mean, it is the Trojan horse concept. Can we tell stories that are entertaining and fun, but actually say something potentially worthwhile? Mm-hmm. So that's why, but I also like ambitious filmmaking. I like to watch movies where the director takes advantage of the medium. Mm-hmm. So that was something that I was super excited about with this. You know, I thought, why not throw in some stop motion? Why not do some underwater work? Why not have a dance number in the middle of it? Like, why not? You know, if you're not making a documentary, how are you using this tool to illustrate the human experience in a more interesting way?
Yeah, absolutely. I was really struck by not to give anything away, but there's a fight, the way the camera kind of, it feels really keyed into their emotions. And
yes, I think so often when we shoot argument scenes, mm-hmm. we're very rarely on the person listening, on the person receiving the kind of painful information. Mm-hmm. And I think with actors as good as Beanie and Caitlin, who are truly listening in a present way, it's fascinating to watch them process information, particularly really intense information during a fight. But I will say, that scene, like so many others, was only possible because of this extraordinary crew that we had. And our cinematographer, Jason McCormick, is fantastic, and our Steadicam operator, Chris Harhoff, shot Birdman. So once I knew that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna need long Steadicam oneers through hallways. And it was really inspiring to think, people assume that the teenage comedy is going to be sort of stylistically very simple and restrained. And I thought, why? Why not? Like, it doesn't feel simple when you're young. Things don't look that way when you're in a heightened reality of adolescence. Like, let's play with these tools. Let's have fun here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We haven't done anything. We haven't broken any rules.
Name one person whose life was so much better because they broke a couple of rules.
Picasso.
He broke art rules.
Rosa Parks.
Name another one.
Susan B. Anthony.
God damn it.
You mentioned Caitlin and Beanie.
Yes.
Amazing. Unreal. They're so great.
They are the best.
As an actor yourself, what are you learning from them, watching them work, watching them perform?
They are such hard workers. They're so professional. I asked them to be completely off book for the run of the shoot, and they were. I had a no sides on set rule that I stole from Scorsese, which people were like, are you crazy? Are you going to really enforce this? And I said, yes, because we don't have enough time for people to be kind of finding the scenes in the moment. We had to be prepared to allow for flexibility and creativity within the scene, but they didn't flinch when I asked them to have, a Mandarin scene memorized. They were just so present, and they were so delightful, truly, and committed to building this chemistry between them. That's one thing that's kind of awesome about working with young people, is that they're available in many different ways to go all in on a performance and on a project. Like, older people like myself, it's tough. You're working, you're like, I got kids, how do I do this? But young people are like, yes, I'm doing this movie, it's everything to me. I mean, Beanie and Caitlin lived together and didn't see any other friends for 2 months. They just immersed themselves in each other, and that's why the movie feels so real.
Yeah, they're incredible. You were saying something about, just this younger generation. I assume that you and Katie and the other writers bring a lot of yourselves and your own experiences to this, but how did you kind of ensure that this felt true to being a teen right now?
I listened to teenagers, and I paid attention, and I read things they were writing, and I just made sure with the cast themselves that everything was authentic. We had ideas about conversations we could spark or characters we could create, but the moment they told us something didn't feel quite authentic, we shifted it. We allowed it to evolve and to match the kind of real essence of each of these young people playing the roles, because they are from that generation. Right. So it was their story to tell.
And the last question I had, it's early in the movie, there's this quick joke about Amy having had an early crush on the white cat from Aristocats. So I wondered, did you have one of those weird crushes yourself that you remember?
Oh my God.
Cartoon character or something?
Who was my cartoon character crush? I think mine was I really felt really safe with the dad from Bambi.
For sure.
Get up, Bambi. He was just so strong and safe in a very scary time for Bambi.
Sure.
And then you felt so much better once his dad showed up. But I think it's like, that's an example, by the way, the Aristocats line, that was pure Beanie.
Oh my gosh.
And
of course.
I love that, like, so much of who they are is in this movie, and that just makes me so happy.
Yeah, they're wonderful.
Well, this seems excessive. Shotgun. Just kidding. I don't have one.